You've been told your whole life that being a good person means putting everyone else first. Huh? What if that belief is the very thing that's draining you? It's making you resentful, bitter, and slowly erasing who you are. In the next few minutes here, I'm going to show you why so many caring, big-hearted, generous people end up exhausted and invisible, and how to flip the script so you can help others without losing yourself. You might think that the answer is just setting boundaries or taking more bubble baths, but after my years of coaching, but also living this pattern myself, I found that the problem is much deeper than a bubble bath, okay? It requires a different approach. So this is for the overgiver, the reliable one, the one that everyone always counts on. And if you think that good people never disappoint anyone, this might challenge you a little bit here. But if you're ready to make kindness sustainable, keep watching this video. Let me give you a quick backstory here. For years, I was that guy. Always helpful, always being of service, always available. But one night after helping a friend move all weekend, I said all weekend, not just one day, not just half a day, it was all weekend. I found myself that Sunday night in bed at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling. There had been no real thank you from my friend. Just a quick text that said, "Hey, thanks, man." No real gratitude, it didn't feel like. And it hit me at that moment at 2 a.m. Sometimes our deepest realizations come late at night, and I needed that. It hit me that the problem was not actually him. The problem was me. I had said yes before he had even finished asking. And on top of that, I canceled my own plans without a second thought. And I carried those boxes and drove those trucks all weekend, just resentful. So I realized that my kindness wasn't kindness at all. It was coming from fear, guilt, and the need to be liked as well. And that's when I started calling it detrimental kindness. I realized that it was detrimental because it was costing me. It was costing me my time, my dream, my plans. The world does not need your depletion, people. The world needs your authentic presence, and it starts with you. And I've seen some of the mechanisms that people try to use to solve detrimental kindness and people pleasing. It's usually a way to avoid coming from fear. So they'll say yes automatically. You avoid the conflict. You overextend yourself to the point where you're burnt out. But what we have to do is, number one, recognize the pattern, release the guilt, and also reclaim an authentic version of kindness. And in my book, that's exactly what I do. I walk you through the 3-phase process. You're going to hear it over and over again. It's the triple R. Recognize, release, and reclaim. You recognize the patterns that are draining you, release the guilt that's keeping you stuck, and reclaim a version of kindness that actually includes you. For some of you, this might actually be the first time in your whole life that you actually include you in your own kindness. And I've got 3 tactics you can put into play right away. The first one is the yes check. Before you say yes, pause, stop, and ask yourself, do I want to do this, or am I just afraid to say no? The second tactic is the reverse kindness test. Ask yourself, if this kindness were shown to me, would it feel nourishing, or would it feel like obligation? Next is the guilt reframe. A lot of times we feel guilty because we did something that disappointed the other person, but we need to flip the script and reframe that and tell ourselves, I'm protecting my capacity so that I can help from a place of fullness and not from a place of depletion. And I can promise you, the benefits are endless. You're going to have more energy at the end of the day. You're not going to have spent all your energy on things that did not benefit or include you. Your relationships are going to be strong. They are going to be authentic. That's what we want. Authentic relationships. Because if we're just saying yes when we don't, even actually mean it. We are being fake. We are being artificial. We are being phony. And that is not authenticity. Remember how I carried the resentment with me with every single box while helping my friend? Yeah, that goes away once you start practicing these principles. And people are already reading the book, Detrimental Kindness, and they're already telling me how it's helping them out. One reader actually told me, he said, after applying what I learned, I said no to my boss for the first time in 10 years. And my boss respected me more. People actually respect you more because of your boundaries. Another reader said, I finally stopped feeling guilty for resting, and I'm a better mom because of it. We've got parents, we've got big-hearted people who are learning how to include themselves in their own kindness, and they are putting an end to detrimental kindness. They're canceling detrimental kindness. So if you're ready to stop overgiving without becoming selfish, grab a copy of the book Detrimental Kindness. Do it today. Don't wait. Why would you wait? The link's right there. This is your permission slip to start mattering in your own life. You don't need to wait for anybody else to give you that permission. You have to give yourself permission to matter in your own life. You have to begin to do the work.